For the past several years, Razer's treated CES as kind of a showcase of their latest concepts that may or may not hit the market. Last year we saw a crazy 3-screen laptop. This year they're back with a new take on an old idea. The idea that you can just dock your phone inside of a laptop-ish thing and give you a brand new experience aside from what your phone's going to give you. Meet Project Linda. And before I get into everything that this is, let me just say that Razer was super clear that this is definitely a concept and they may or may not make it, which is surprising because when I held it and used it, it actually worked really well. So first looking at this thing, it's essentially a blade stealth with a bit of extra thickness on the bottom to account for the dockable Razer phone. You push a button and a retractable USB-C cord just does its business with the Razer phone with a very cool noise. And then you get a full desktop-ish OS. So there's a lot about the software, but let me tell you about the hardware first. When you put the really beautiful 2K 5.7-inch screen Razer phone inside of that dock, it becomes a trackpad and a second screen. And because it's a glass display, it actually feels pretty good. And the responsiveness was also really good. You can do normal desktop-ish stuff, 2 fingers to right click, and scrolling was actually really smooth on it. The version we saw was clearly not final, like it's a concept, but Razer's ultimate vision is to give you kind of one-to-one versus the phone versus the big screen that you're looking at. So they want it to be 13.3 inches and 2K 120 hertz so that it'll match what's in the Razer phone. They're aiming to put 200 gigs of storage inside of Project Linda so that if you use a video editing app, for example, you can have all your files loaded up there, or you want to watch movies on an airplane, you can put whatever you want into that. On the other I/O side, it also has a 3.5mm headset jack that they wanted to point out, so if you're missing that on your Razer phone, you're going to have one option there as well. There's also a webcam built in and a dual array mic, so you can do Skype or video chat you want. Of course, USB-C is going to charge this thing, and it's got a 53.6 kilowatt-hour battery pack, so they're saying you can treat it almost like a portable battery bank. You plug it in and it'll be charged. Cool design cue that Razer did was the power button on the Razer phones on the side. So when it gets docked, that's the power button for Project Linda. It also means you can use a fingerprint reader as well to keep it a little bit extra secure. So on the software side, you're getting like a desktop-ish OS. It's actually kind of Razer worked with Sentio to make this experience, but it should be pretty familiar. So this is where things get tricky. I'm not sure who this would be for. Certainly the Chromebook set might be interested, but you gotta have a Razer phone in order to use this. So perhaps it's more of a proof of concept for what the Razer phone can ultimately do. This is the kind of product that usually companies don't develop publicly, so I give Razer credit for showing something that may or may not ever make it to market. And now if it does ever make it to market, how many people are going to be lining up for what I imagine will be an expensive offering has yet to be seen, but it is really cool, and it's cool to see a concept and a company develop out in the open. So we got a ton more CES coverage up, of course, so be sure to subscribe and hit that little bell icon to know when the next CES videos are coming at you. Let me know what you guys think about Project Linda down below. Until next time, I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo.